So if you're a content creator who is into live streaming or want to begin live streaming, one of the most important decisions you can make about live streaming is what platform you're going to use. Different platforms that are available give you different levels of customization, of being able to put your own creativity into your streams, into your graphics, your videos, sounds, all of that. So it's very important to choose the platform based on what level you want to do with your streams. For me, the choice is Ecamm. I love Ecamm. I've used a couple of different platforms. I've been a part of hundreds of live streams, either ones that I've led or ones that I've been a part of. And so for me, from my experience, Ecamm is far superior to any other platform out there. There's a lot you can do with it. One thing that I love about Ecamm is that they are constantly working on improving and adding features that we ask for as its users. So in this video, I want to talk about the Ecamm Beta that's out right now, some of the new features they're working on, and what I love about them. I'm going to show you a few things that they've done to make this software even better, and we'll do that right after this. Just hit record. Hey, welcome back to the channel. I am Ken with Just Hit Record, and on this channel, I like to give you tips and tricks and encouragement and answer any question you may have about doing content creation, about becoming a content creator, to help give you the tools you need to be successful. So again, on this video, I want to talk about Ecamm, the new beta features that the team's currently working on, and what I love so much so far about the features that are going to be available. From what I can tell, there's going to be a lot of new features, but there are three that I want to talk about in this video that I think for me are going to be the best features. They're going to be my favorite part of the new Ecamm. Before we do get into that, if you are into this type of content, if you're a content creator who is looking for these tips and tricks or videos like this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so that you will know every time a video comes out. And of course, if you'll give this video a thumbs up, that helps the channel greater than you could possibly know. Now, as a side note, if you're not using Ecamm Live now, but you are live streaming and want to check out Ecamm Live, if you go to my website, kenthecontentcoach.com, click on affiliates and discounts, you will see a link for Ecamm Live, get you a 14-day free trial, and try Ecamm free for 14 days to see what you think. If you're doing that, again, if you have questions about how to use Ecamm, send me an email, find me on Instagram. I will answer any question you have and get you going on Ecamm. I truly believe it is the best platform you can use for live streaming. So there's three features that I want to talk about in this video, three things that I think Ecamm is doing to make this so much better, even better than it was already. And we're going to start off with what is my favorite new feature, and that is profiles. So for the longest time since Ecamm has been around, you log into Ecamm and you have basically one profile. You're logged in and what you have is what's on your screen. So I don't know how a lot of you guys were doing it. The way that I was running my scenes and differentiating between my shows was down here in the scenes. I would have a folder for every stream. I had a Monday night stream, a Wednesday night stream, and I would have folders for those. There's a stream I do on Fridays. I would have a separate folder for that. Now you can do this with profiles. And so when you go to the top menu bar, you see profile. Now I can't show you while I'm live here. I will do a video and overlay it here so you can see the profiles and what this looks like. But basically what I have built is live stream table talk, which is another live stream I'm part of, video calls, because I do use Ecamm for client calls and stuff like that. And then YouTube videos. I record my videos with Ecamm, so this is my profile for that. So right now we're in YouTube video. You can see that I have the different scenes here. I've got, when I do vertical videos, my video screen share and a stinger. That's all that I really need when I do a YouTube video so far. If I come up with something else and I can easily build that, I'll do a future video on how to do that. So again, the profiles, you can have different profiles. So if I click right here, live stream, that's going to take me to a completely different looking profile, and I'll show you that here. So you're going to see all the different scenes I have for my opener, solo guest, which is just me on screen, my guest solo, which would just be the guest on screen, to interview, both of us, whatever kind of scene that I want set up, those scenes are going to fall under that profile. And so that makes this really simple without having a super long convoluted list of scenes here. I'm able to just create different profiles for different shows or different uses of Ecamm, and I can build the scenes individually under that. Again, as you change profiles, you will see the scenes change down here that match that profile. So that's very usable. Absolutely love that feature. That is my favorite new feature in this Ecamm Beta. I've loved using it. So the next change that I absolutely love, almost as much as profiles, it's definitely up there, are the changes to the interview feature. Now, typically when you have Ecamm Pro and you use interview, you know what this interview panel looks like. You normally have a link down here. You would share that link with your guest. They would use that link to connect into the stream. and stream with you. You also had an option to change that link, which I used every single week. I did change it so there was a unique link. Now, the changes they made, you can actually create different shows ahead of time, different interview settings that you can share with your guest. So now, instead of just seeing a link, you see down here where this says Ecamm Live Interview. Now, this is where the magic happens. If you click the arrow there, you can actually go to New Interview Settings, and you can set up a new interview. So some of the stuff we have here, we have page title, and you can call this whatever you want to. Whoever your guest is going to be is what I go with. So let's just go Joe Rogan for the fun of it. I do know somebody that wants to stream with Joe Rogan during the month of November. So Joe, if you happen to come across this video somehow, which I highly doubt, make sure you reach out to Dan C. Bearded. So Joe Rogan will go for the page title. Now we have light mode logo and dark mode logo. What these are going to be is the logo that shows on the page that your guest sees when they connect into the stream. So their interface will have your logo. This is very simple to do. You just drag and drop whatever image you want there. So we will drag my logo in for light mode. There it is for dark mode. So I am next going to click guest link domain. Now this is where you have an option to change what your link looks like. What it's always looked like is guest.ecamm.live/your unique URL. And so now you have options to change the URL. A whole list of things here. Obviously strictly cosmetic, but that is something there for your preference. If you'd like to use any of those, you're now able to do that. The next set of features and options here, we have default to dark mode, which I always set. Dark mode is something that I like to use because it takes that extra light off of your guest's face. And so their studio lighting or whatever their lighting source is will still have control instead of the monitor right in front of them and that brightness of the browser. So default to dark mode is what I like to go with. Show viewer comments. This is going to be your comment window over here. You want your guest to be able to see comments, or maybe you don't, obviously depending on your show, but that gives you the control to turn that on and off. One other new feature now is allow private chat. This is a feature where you and your guest will have your own chat window, and I'll show you just here in a second. You and your guest will have your own chat window so that you can talk behind the scenes, behind the stream if you need to, instead of in the private chat or over the stream. So we'll have that. And then show viewer count is what is always shown up here. We'll leave that on, and I'm going to create. Now, once I hit create, you will see right down here, now that stream is created. Because I'm using Ecamm right now to record this, you won't see this, but you will normally see the link down here for that stream. It'll show up right underneath it. At this point, it's kind of the same as it's always been. You click that link, you copy it, you share that with your guest. Now, we also have down here this bubble window. Now, this is going to be your interview chat. So if you click this bubble, you'll see over here now, you have an interview chat pop up. So now you can use this to chat with your guest, strictly behind the scenes, outside of the public chat. Great new feature, makes it convenient if you are talking about show plans or giveaways or something on the fly that you two need to discuss, then you can do it right here in this chat window. So that will be that. That is interview mode, a great feature. Now the last new feature I want to talk about in this video is now the screen share overlay. So if you've used Ecamm for a while, you know that typically the way that we do screen share is with this middle button here. You can share the screen and you can make, and then you can add some overlays to put yourself in the picture. So we'll do that. This is the way that typically you have done screen shares, or you can use an NDI source, something like that. But this is typically how this has worked. Now there are screen share overlays. So let's go back to a blank screen. I'm going to add in my camera. We have here, we'll just stick it right there. The newest feature now is the screen share overlay. So now if you look, you do have a screen icon now. So we will plus that and bring that onto the screen. So as you can see now, we have an overlay for the screen share. We'll need to set the options for it. So we'll go to the options. I want this to show the secondary display. So there's that. And then we have the new shapes, all that. We have the squircles. You can now shape out all your overlays to have curved edges and stuff like that, which is super awesome for artistic creativity of your streams. For this purpose, we'll just keep it like it is. And so now we have a screen share overlay. This gives you more customization now over your overlays. So you can make this look however you want to. Of course, you can change the shape of your camera just like you've always been able to. So we'll make this a small circle. There we go. Move that out of the way. And then we can make this bigger. And now you can take and you can use Canva or PicMonkey, whatever you use for graphics. You can make an overlay that will match both your screen share and your camera, and just more creativity. So I love the screen share overlay. This gives you a little bit more control over the view of how your screen shares look. Absolutely love it, because now you get the whole screen, where typically if you were doing a true screen share, if I go back to that, then what you end up with is you having to put the circle somewhere. A lot of times you're covering up some other content or whatever, or if you really are covering and just don't want to see it, then you can take the camera off, but then you lose that engagement. So that's the screen share overlay, another new feature which I love. The guys over at Ecamm have done a great job listening to people. I think this is something people have asked for a while, so they've got this created now. I think this is great. Now, as always, any of these overlays that you use are going to use more resources on your computer, so you want to be careful, not do too many, not go crazy with it, but this is something you can use to customize your streams and make them look better. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. I appreciate you being here and watching this. If you have any questions about the Ecamm Beta or any other features, make sure you throw them in the comments below. Stay tuned for the release of this. If you're already part of the Ecamm Beta program, you can make sure that you've updated to the latest by hitting check for updates in Ecamm. Or if you want to do Ecamm Beta, if you're an Ecamm user and want to try the new beta software, then you can go to the website. I will link down in the description the details on how to become part of the beta tester program. So check that out. As always, appreciate you guys stopping and watching this video. If you like this type of content, once again, please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. Make sure you give me that thumbs up. That is always going to help the channel. It does a lot more than you know to help YouTube push this video out, get this content seen. So thank you so much for that. Make sure you check out the website, kenthecontentcoach.com. That website's going to take you to everything Ken the Content Coach, everything Just Hit Record. So check that out. Merchandise, YouTube videos. We got my blog there, all kinds of stuff. So check out the website. If I can help you in any way, send me an email, ken@kenthecontentcoach.com. I would love to help you with anything you need, help you get started, any content questions, anything like that. So until the next video, thanks again for being here. Have a great week. We will see you next time. And remember, just hit record. We'll see you later.